Good evening, folks, and welcome back to the channel. We're in Italy today. We're going to Sardinia. We're continuing the series of races that we're doing to demonstrate the update 1.25. Just make sure that we can still win the races. We're going to just pick cars that I either have a relationship with, not that kind of relationship, careful, a memory or something that reminded me of the game, or just a car that I think's good to run, something we haven't seen. And that's where we are today. We're actually going to run a car that I just bought the other day. It's this one here. It's the NSX GT500 08. Absolutely stunning car. And where it comes into my life is the fact that I used to run one of these when I used to championship Scalextrics race, club racing for Scalextrics. So I had 2 or 3 of them, and when I sold up after quitting the sport, I actually sold them to a guy in Australia. So that's why we're using this car today. It's actually very, very stable. It's got a PP of 796.92, so it's underneath the PP 800 limit. And with that regulations for the track today, we're 20th on the grid, so we're starting from the back. It's 15 laps, tyres at times 12, fuel at times 8. So we're going to try and do this with one stint. PP has to be less than 800. Racing tyres or intermediates and wets. Field of GR3 or GT3 cars. It's a good little race, this. It's one of your grinders. Car settings for this one, racing mediums, and it's absolutely standard. Nothing changed, nothing whatsoever. Everything as it came in the tin, so nothing changed. Totally default, no mods, just like the Nissan was. So let's go to the track. There we are at Sardegna Road Track A. Settings for the race will be assists, traction control on, default ABS, everything else off. The game settings on hard. There's the field. This is one of your grinders, so this will be where you can win about 800,000 credits in the half an hour it's going to take you. I've seen people saying it takes them between 23 and 27 minutes on a good day. So let's see what we can do. We're not out to set records. We're just trying to win the race. We're going to try and get the fastest lap. And we've got no lap limit because it's 15. But that's what the achievements are. Let's get it down. Let's get on. So, as we stated, we're going to try and do one pit stop at the end of lap number 8, and we're going to try and make the tyres. We'll just try and get the tyres through on the first one with 8 laps. It's the fuel that worries me. We've got to try and do 8 laps. We're going to be quick here. This car's very light. Very, very light. In fact, the front end likes to wash out. I don't know whether that's understeer or oversteer. I've never been comfortable. It's understeer because I don't know which it is. It's the one where you don't turn enough and the front wheel just goes straight on. Why ever they call it by that thing, I don't know. Let's see, this is my 3rd attempt tonight. I've been put into the pit wall once, and then I realised that the backdrop was wrong on my video camera, so you were seeing a backdrop from the previous race, so I've had to change that and start all over again. So that's the frustration. Oh, Mr. Gallo, come on. He hesitated on the apex. We've got the 458 coming up on our inside. He's going to just force us wide. We've got around him. Well, that was lucky. Don't try and run this tight, because if somebody's coming out of the pits, you're going to hit them. braking on the 100, don't stray too far to the right. They've come right up my inside, see that? They were very quick. We're gonna make hay while the sun shines. We want to be doing the fastest lap of the race, and we've got the 1:44.039 in right now. But I'd love to do a 1:38. I'd be happy with that, Mr. Cookerbun. So in previous recordings I was talking about how you don't race the AI, you just pass them and get past, and don't fight with them. They will win, I'm afraid to say. No lap times here, no fastest laps on this lap at least. Let these boys fight. We're going to skip the grass here. So much quicker than they are at this point. So much quicker. We can carry a lot more speed through there than them. Oh, and he's just trying to close the door on me, but I'm not going to have it. Let's go up the inside and take his line from him. Chase the beamer. See if we can use his slipstream to make gains. Are we a second behind? We're 19 seconds off the lead. Mr. Portilla's just put in a 1:40, so that's a challenge. Let's see how we get on. So we're going to see the AI with some interesting pit strategies. Some people are going to one stop, some people are going to two stop, and it makes for an interesting race as they peel off. I'm not sure at which point we will take the lead, whether it's later in the race or early and we fight them off when they come back strong. Don't know, we will see. So we're up into 5th place, 19 seconds, 20 seconds off the front. We're just going to try and fly this part of the course. We can be much quicker than the AI through there. Coming up behind Mr. Fragger on lap 3. So if they're going to be two stopping, we kind of anticipate the first pit stops to be on lap 5, so we're just going into lap 4 now. A 1:39.296 gives us fastest lap of the race, which we just touched that gravel on the right hand side, and that's not what to do. We were very lucky to save that. What you've got to be careful of is that right hand gravel cuts in on you, it pulls in. If you think you're braking in a straight line, your other wheel is on the red and white curbs, and you'll tend to just spin off into this Armco on the left hand side, so you just got to be very, very careful. So I'm just checking fuel balance now. We've been on fuel setting 2, and we've got 4.5 laps to go. It looks like that's exactly what fuel we've got left, so 2's the right balance. We're just 4 seconds behind Mr. Ordonez in the Nissan. It's a very nice Nissan actually, I do like it. Trying 4th down to 3rd, try not to hit the grass. 4th wasn't working. There we go, lead down to 7 seconds. How did that happen? Did somebody pit that I didn't notice? I can't have taken 12 seconds out of people for that lap, not a chance. Somebody must have pitted. I reckon that was the Viper that went into the pits, Mr. Portillo. We must have not seen him as we came around that corner chasing down Mr. Ordonez. But we're up to third, which is quite fresh. Try not to run it off into the grass. We lose so much by that braking after the apex. 7 seconds off the lead car, and Mr. Boubois gone to the pits. Mr. Ordonez is carrying on. We're going to take him to his left. This is where we've got to make hay. Oh, he's just tapped my back end, the dirty little swine. That's what I mean about being careful. He's spun. Oh no. That's twice at that point of the race, and I've gone to the gravel to try and turn around. Dirty monkey. There was no way in the world my back end stepped out then. That was a touch from him, surely. We'll get our revenge. But these are the challenges we face, folks. So 5 seconds ahead, 6 seconds ahead now. I was hoping to make room. I was hoping to keep ahead of them. What it will do is make a race of it. Mr. Ordonez went to the pits on 10% fuel on hard tyres. We've got 2 laps to do, so we've got 7 and 8 and we've got 2.2 of fuel, which is great. Now we're going to try and make the gap. We're going to try and open it up on Mr. Portilla, who I believe has already pitted once, and he's coming hard. So Mr. Kawakami's gone to the pits as well. Mr. Portilla's actually got the fastest lap in at 1:38.999, which is a pretty sorted lap time. He's almost a second quicker than we are. We're purple first sector by half a second, so let's see if we can get that time in this lap. We need to make another half second through this lap. Let's see if we can do that. Only just. Kept it in 4th. We hesitated on the throttle. I'd hate to think that Mr. Ordonez didn't touch my back end, and I did spin it round, but with the back tyres letting go, but I don't know how that would be possible. But just looking to the rears, that back right hand one is fairly worn, and we didn't get the fastest lap. We actually tied his lap time, a 1:38.999. How good's that, eh? We didn't better it, we equalled it. Now, is that flattery or insulting? I don't know. I remember the last video I did something similar. I actually equalled my fastest lap time two laps consecutively. I did the fastest lap and did the fastest lap again straight after it. But we're pitting this lap, so we can't equal that lap time this time round. We just don't have the gas. But what we do is we've got 7 laps to beat that lap time. Next time round, oh, don't let go, oh, dearie me. We've only got a 6-second lead on Mr. Portilla, and we're not really demonstrating our worthiness, are we? But those rear tyres are pretty cooked. Get to the pits this time round. Come on, here we go. In for a flyer. So we're taking mediums, and we're going to take 7 laps of fuel. But I don't know whether that's 7 laps of fuel. And is that little dot at the end there the required recommended fuel to take? Is that right? Let's count it up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It looks like it. So Mr. Beauvoir has gone into the lead. Mr. Portilla is behind us. What's going on there? Okay, so what we're prospecting at is the fact that Beauvoir's got another pit stop, maybe. Or has Beauvoir gone short on his first stint and he's now going to run it long to the end of the race? Is he one stop in as well? That much we don't know. So what we've got to do is catch him up. He's pulling out on me. He's now up to 8 seconds. Car goes around that corner so much better with a bit of fuel in it. Just had to hesitate on the throttle there. .3 seconds ahead. Now we're going to go for fastest lap. where are we? Mr. Boubois gone to the pit, so he was pitting again. He's 2 stopped. Look at that, 2/10 outside, well, 1/10 outside the target. Let's see if we can do better than that. Come on, let's get that record. Come on. Don't leave that for the AI to walk down the street with. That's not fair. We put the effort in. My watch just jiggled at me and told me to take my medication, which isn't fun. We'll have to do that in a little while. .2 seconds ahead on lap 11, looking to be setting fastest laps of the race. We haven't got a fuel strategy one, but we'll do that if we need to a little bit later on down the road. We are on course for it this time round. Just using 3rd gear to check the car. There we go, a 1:38.297. We've got a lightening fuel load. Better grip on the tyres, which are coming down to virtually a third worn. With just 4 laps to go, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let's see if we can improve upon that. I was a gear short that time round. Now we are running 1 traction control, so if you're running faster laps than this, it's because you're doing it without the traction and you've got better throttle control than me. I've got a foot that likes to be throttle on or throttle off. You'll see very few half throttle moments from me. Very few. Nearly lost that again. So, not to labour the point, but we are just 13 seconds in the lead. We are setting the fastest laps as we go. We're slow that time at 1:39.7. So, we just kind of blew that a couple of corners. And the people behind us are going to the pits again. So the 1 stopper is the right strategy. And there's the first lap car ahead of us. The lap cars just get in the way, unfortunately, in this race. It isn't that easy a circuit to overtake if you're running with competitive cars. You've really got to make your openings. Work out the guy in front and work out where you're faster than he is. And it's normally going to be under braking somewhere. Or like on this next corner, if you've worked out how to be faster through here. Is that Mr. Cookerman? No, it's the Ford. I don't know if I own that one actually. I'd like to. I think that's a car I need to go and purchase. It's not going to be a legend though, is it? It's Mr. Will. Now we were running better times on that lap. Let's see what we've done here. We're some 40 seconds ahead. We're on lap 14, just outside the fastest lap. That Mr. Hizal, I didn't quite see that. I thought it was a Germany logo, so it could have been Mr. Hizal. Going quite slowly, I must say. We're still making ground on these boys. Coming up to what is almost going to be the last lap. Wrong gear. So we're going to go to fuel map bomb for the last lap. And we're going to see if we can crack that 137. We've got all the fuel we need, I believe. If we run out, we run out. Mr. Fragger, always a good competitor. Always racing. I think he might have done enough there to keep us from the fastest lap, but we'll see. It might have been me that wrecked it. Let's see. So we've had a spin. We've pitted once. We've had a couple of mistakes. It's still a pretty good and easy race, this one. If you're grinding it, if this is the one you've chosen to earn your credits, and you've never done this car before and you're bored of using the quickies, here's one that will keep you interested. Very, very stable, predictable, doesn't slide around much. You've got the odd corner that you make your own mistakes on, like put a tyre on the grass, etc., but very reliable, stable car, makes it a very effortless race. I'm just a passenger in this, really. It drives itself. Really quite consistent lap times. 38s and 39s will get you the win by a clear pit stop. You could afford to pit and do it on softs, in all fairness. There we have it. Race 1, first place. And that should see a healthy delivery to the bank balance. A 25.45. So I said somewhere between 23 and 27 minutes. Seizure was relatively quick. And there it is. We've cleared the field. Here's the cash going in the bank, or it should be. No, it's the trophy. And we get presented 727,000. So of the 3 or 4 races we've done, that's the least payout for the half an hour. But it's still fairly good. You still get that money. Here we are, just building that bank balance back up. But thank you very much, folks. It's appreciated to have you with us. And if you're supporting the channel, again, it helps me immensely. So thank you very much, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.